Kevin Frazier joins us now from Los Angeles to talk more about this shocking loss. And Kevin, all of us just feel this is unbelievable because for one family to suffer two losses within 2 days is something that we rarely see.
No, it really is unbelievable. And remember this. We didn't lose just anybody. We also lost Hollywood royalty. It is one of the saddest stories. And imagine Billie Lourd, Debbie Reynolds' granddaughter, Carrie Fisher's daughter. She lost her mother, her grandmother in the space of 2 days. And, you know, so many in Hollywood are reaching out to her to put their arms around her and help her understand and deal with what is going on. Because now, instead of planning a funeral for one, that family's planning a funeral for two.
Yeah, we know Debbie was very involved in planning Carrie's funeral. You can't imagine what their daughter and granddaughter is now going through, as you just said. You know, Debbie Reynolds herself, in terms of her career, it was almost for a period of time she was known for what happened out of Hollywood rather than what was happening in Hollywood. Can you talk about her career and how it was different from Carrie's career? Very, very different paths.
Sure. Well, Debbie burst on the scene in Singing on the Rain. She was just 19 years old. She was a former Miss Burbank, and she wasn't a professional dancer, but yet she held her own with Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor. And, you know, you think about everybody's talking about the movie La La Land right now. Go back and look at her performance in Singing in the Rain and how she just, I mean, literally lit up the screen. She was a triple threat. And, you know, she was a talented performer, a great singer, a great dancer, but also, as you mentioned, she was known for one of the great scandals of the 1950s. Her husband, Eddie Fisher, left her for one of her good friends, Elizabeth Taylor, and they married. And it was one of those things that, you know, there was no internet, there were no tabloids, but it was a huge scandal in the 1950s. And somehow she actually maintained a friendship with Elizabeth Taylor until she passed away. Yeah,
I was shocked to read there's a story about them meeting on a cruise ship later in life and actually hashing things out. So who knew?
And Debbie always had kind of a humorous take on her relationship, saying she had poor taste in men. Anyway,
louses, I think she called them.
But you're right, Kevin. This is a loss of Hollywood royalty, both to Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. And what about their relationship? Because Carrie Fisher wrote about her relationship with her mother, the tumultuous one, in a semi-autobiographical book that was turned into a movie. Talk to us a bit about that.
Yeah, well, they made an HBO documentary that really documents their life together. And what a lot of people didn't know is the two lived right next door. They ate many meals together. Literally, Carrie just walked down a hill and she was at her mother's house. They spent so much time together, and you get to see in this documentary how intensely close this relationship was. And through thick and thin, through Carrie's mental health issues and everything else going on in her life, Debbie was there, and that bond, instead of breaking, grew closer. And so it is a real twist of fate now that in 2017, we will get this documentary about their life together, and you will see why Debbie basically died of a broken heart when she lost the woman, her daughter, that she spent almost every day with.
So there is more to come and more to see, but we all mourn with the family. Kevin Frazier joining us from LA. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
And Entertainment Tonight will have more reporting about the death of Debbie Reynolds this evening. Check your local listings.